Well, ain't this video late as hell? What is going on, guys? Android 16 Zenkai. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. All those people who were complaining about him the night before he came out, y'all can go to hell. He is probably the third best Zenkai. I don't agree with people saying he's the best Zenkai. I still think Majin Buu, Cooler, and Beerus actually are all better than him. So number 4 ain't bad though. In terms of Zenkai 1, Buu and Cooler are definitely better than him. Mainly because Buu is a defense type that doesn't need to be hit 17 times to do damage. And Cooler didn't need the Zenkai to begin with, so he was already going to be good. So, 16, right? Obviously, he's good. He's really good. He absolutely shuts down Vegito Blue. He takes, like, no damage. But it kind of personifies why I didn't like him before his Zenkai. And the reason why I didn't like him when he first came out was because, yeah, he could tank everything. He was like one of the only units that even during the 1-year anniversary could survive a Rising Rush from Super Vegito nonetheless. But that was kind of all he was good for. He literally could not hit you. Like, genuinely, he would do the same amount of damage to you with type advantage as a unit would do to him with type disadvantage. That's how weak he was. And until he takes a few hits, he's still like that. Yes, once he takes those hits, he starts dealing out massive damage. But it's not as good as, say, Rage Trunks. See, Rage Trunks has a very similar unique ability, but his is every single time he gets hit with an arts card, he gets the damage buff. 16 has to wait until the combo is over. Meaning if you hit Trunks with 4 strike cards, Trunks has been buffed 4 times. You hit 16 with 4 strike cards, he's only been buffed once. So it's not as good as Rage Trunks, and on top of that, Rage Trunks is not as tanky as 16, but I mean, if you give him the right lineup, he can be. It's just 16 is really good, and I would highly recommend that you Zenkai him if you have a good Android team. But at the same time, I'm not exactly sure if he's worth only Zenkai 1. I feel like he wants to be at minimum Zenkai 3 for the stats alone. In terms of abilities, I feel like he really wants to be at Zenkai 6. So he's one of those units that's good at Zenkai 1, but not great. He's like the yellow Goku Black. The yellow Goku Black is good at Zenkai 1. He's usable. He's, you know, he'll put the work in, but he's not as good as other Zenkai 1 units. Because you can tank all the damage that you want, but if you can't do any damage in return, it's pretty irrelevant, and it takes him quite a few hits to start building up legit damage. I mean, even against blue units, he kind of has to be hit like 4 or 5 different times just to be able to actually take a hit. And when it comes to, you know, units like Vegito Blue, do you know how greatly he would benefit from a unique like Rage Trunks where he would be buffed every single time he got hit? Vegito Blue combos last a long time, then you switch into Merge Zamasu and they just keep going. He could get insanely strong after just 1 combo, but instead, he has to take like 5 combos just to be at all good. Like I said, I could care less about how tanky he is if he can't kill anything. And it takes him literally like half his health. You basically have to get him to like half health before he starts actually hurting anything. So I feel like he really wants to be at Zenkai 7. Like at the end of the day, he really just wants to be at Zenkai 7. Him, the yellow Goku Black, the purple Gohan, they all kind of just want to be at Zenkai 7. because they're all good at Zenkai 1. I'm not here to tell you that 16 is not good. He's definitely good. I do like what they did with him. I just wish having him hit things wasn't such a process. Like, when Rage Trunks isn't getting his buffs, his damage sucks because it's a defense type. But it doesn't take him 100 counts to get that damage. Literally, all it takes is him getting hit with one full combo, and then he'll heal it off with his green card, and then he'll OHKO any unit that's in front of him because of all the buffs he's gotten. 16, like I said, he needs like 10 different combos just to do any form of real damage. And it's just it's good. It's alright. Like, it's definitely better damage than he was doing before, I guess. You can very, very clearly see the difference between no buffs and one buff. But I feel like he does need at least 5 of them in order to really be on par with some of the better Zenkai 1 units. And just Boo, because Boo is a defense type. But he's not afraid to do damage. Zenkai Boo, even at Zenkai 1, will hit you much harder than you hit him. 16 will not. 16 will not hit you anywhere near... well, actually, 16 will hit you about as hard as you hit him. So it's just... It's not my style of unit. I like a unit that can do both. I value attack and defense, not just defense or just attack. There are people like Goresh who only value their offensive power. There are people who only value defensive power. There are people who only value supportive power. Me personally, I value all of the above. I need you to be doing more than just one thing in order for you to be considered good. And he's not doing that until he's either at Zenkai 7 or he gets hit about 10 different times. I don't know. I like 16. Don't get me wrong. It's just that one flaw that I kind of... It makes it easy to sack him off with his self-destruct. I'll say that. Getting rid of him through his self-destruct is not that hard of a choice for me. I'm all too willing to do it because I know he's not doing that much damage. I don't know. Also, this third fight was actually done in PvP because you would not believe how hard it was to get to make this video. Easily like 12 matches just to get 3 good ones. It was ridiculous. The first 2 were with my man, the moderator, Sabaki. As I said before, I tried to do more matches with him. But my God, me and him did like 6-7 matches, and I couldn't get a good showcase of 16. It's just, oh. I tried getting something with Vegito Blue in it, but honestly, people don't really want to run Vegito Blue right now. Just a damn good thing. Now, unfortunately, it'll take about a week before people stop using 16 because they'll realize that, hey, 16 is good, 21 is good, the other 21 is good, but it's the only variation of Android you can realistically use unless you know what you're doing. So, at rank 30, rank 35, rank 40, you're still going to see nothing but Vegito Blue. And at rank 50, like, past the top, like, 5K, you're still gonna only see Vegito Blue because Future is just better than Android. So at the end of the day, 16 doesn't actually solve any problems. He just makes that problem easier to deal with if you're willing to do it, which is a good thing. I don't need a green unit to solve the Vegito Blue problem because that would require him being better than Vegito Blue. I just need him to help with the Vegito Blue problem, and 16 definitely does. 16 fills his role as screw you Vegito Blue. And at the end of the day, that's all we wanted, so I'm happy with it. But you should Zenkai 16, honestly. Zenkai 1 16 is not bad. Zenkai 1 16 absolutely shuts down Vegito Blue. You just have to be aware of the fact that it's going to take a minute before he can kill Vegito Blue in return. Because even with type advantage, if he's not been hit a couple times, he still won't kill Vegito Blue. So keep that in mind if you're going to use Zenkai 116, but I would highly recommend that you Zenkai him. He is really good, and I would also highly recommend that you don't summon on the new banner coming out. I'll have a whole video talking about the new banner. Not because I give a damn about the banner. I honestly couldn't care less about this new Legends Rising banner. The video is more talking about why I think them going pure Legends Rising and removing UST is a very, very, very bad thing for the game. So that video will probably be out. I may release that today, maybe tomorrow, I don't know. This video is really late. And the reason for that was because I had forgotten to record the commentary for it last night, and I kind of just woke up. So yeah. Anyway, I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. There's no equipment in this one because I want to work on my equipment. I don't think it's as good as it should be. So the next time I use 16, I'll show you the equipment then, and I will see all of you inmates back here at the asylum for the next video. Peace.